Hello, and welcome once again to Creating a Healthier, Happier, Wealthier You. This is day 2 of our 21 days and 21 ways. Today we're going to talk about what does it mean when we relate to our approach as being integrative, and why is it necessary to have what's called an integrative approach that is based on functional definitions. We live in a society where we consider that there is a pill for every ill. And when I say pill, I'm not just simply talking about drugs, medications. I'm also talking about supplements. A lot of times people will come to me and they will ask, Dr. Michelle, so what can I take for high blood pressure? And Dr. Michelle, what can I take for anxiety? And Dr. Michelle, what can I take for, I've got this pain in my colon. And everyone, it seems, at times is looking for that quick fix. And in reality, that's the way that we've been trained, not only for us in terms of the general public, but also many of our medical practitioners have that particular approach of a pill for every ill. So when you go into a lot of healthcare providers, they will give you a prescription because generally speaking, that's what you're looking for. And I want to help you challenge this notion a little bit and to look at health and your health care as an investment in your well-being and in your life in general. And so now when you're looking at investments, and I'm talking about this from a little bit of knowledge because my sweetie pie, my partner in crime, I call him, he is a stockbroker, not stockbroker, sorry. He's a trader. And he talks to me all the time of having long-term stocks and short-term stocks. And with long-term stocks, there is that sense of dedicated investment. And so before he goes into deciding upon a long-term stock, he does a lot of research into how it functions and into what he can expect in the long term. And that is how I would like for you to start considering approaching your health, to start delving into the different symptoms that you have and asking yourself the infinite question of why. Now, my maiden name is Young. And so when I first started teaching, many years ago, for 25 years ago, and I started teaching algebra to high school students, and they would tell me their answers for different problems. And I would say, but why? And then they would say something else, and I'd say, but why? Why is that true? Why is that happening? And so that is the approach I want you to be like Sherlock Holmes, an investigator, and your case is your life, is your health. And so whenever a symptom occurs, when you have high blood pressure, ask yourself why. When the doctor says you need to take this particular pill, ask him or her why. What is it going to do for me? How is it going to balance my system? How is it going to bring forth health and prosperity and happiness in my life? Is it going to do that? Or is it simply going to manage my disease state so that it doesn't, quote unquote, get out of hand? Start asking the question why. And that is our action step for today. I want you to make a list of all of the supplements and all of the drugs that you are taking and write them down in one column. And then in the other column, ask yourself, why? Why am I taking this particular drug, this particular supplement? And then ask yourself in the third column, is this addressing the root cause of some type of imbalance? Is it helping my body to become more in balance? Or is it helping my body to find its balance? Is it dealing with the symptoms? Or is it addressing a particular need that my person has? Do that also for different types of therapies that you may be engaged in. Ask yourself, is this therapy helping to address the root cause of my imbalance? whether it be mental imbalance, emotional imbalance, spiritual imbalance, or is it just covering up a deeper disease process that perhaps I'm afraid of encountering? I'm afraid of being really honest with myself. Perhaps I'm afraid of getting more information and dealing with it head on. So that is today's way. It is a question of, do I approach life through the conventional means, or do I look to have more of an integrative and functional approach to my health and well-being? As Robert Frost said, two roads diverged in the woods, and I took the one less traveled, and that has made all the difference. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and I leave you in the spirit of peace, love, and prosperity.